Hello there guys, got a few little bits of news for you, and there's a couple of things that I wanted to show you as well. What I've realised, I'm not sure if I put it on the video or not because I remade the video over and over again, but when I was doing the Forza thing for the airborne pass the other day, I noticed that if you come in here to the Forza area and you click on the weekly challenge, you can look at next week's weekly challenge and the one after. Now, I've just been having a look at these to see what they are, to see if we can get a nice blueprint ready, but they're not blueprintable. So this one here, 6 street scene events. Now, you cannot create a blueprint for a street scene, so we've got to race 6 proper street scene events in the dark with all that traffic, and it's going to be annoying as hell. The next one, 5 drag strip events, which we also can't make, so that's something that we've actually got to do as well. Which is kind of annoying because I hate the street scene and I hate the drag strip, but they're forcing us to do both of those. And then we've got 5 show-off skills. Now, show-off skills is something that you're just going to get anyway as you drive around. You just drift and overtake people, so you can just do that really easily. The kit and caboodle on that one as well. We have trading paint, 10 wreckage skills, and then the final one we can actually create a blueprint for. So the next blueprint that I've got to do for these weekly challenges is not going to be for another 10 days, 1 hour and 16 minutes when we're in these lorries and we need to do a road racing series event starting from the Goliath. So I will create one of those. I'm not going to do it yet, there's no point. But I was just having a quick look and I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are waiting for a blueprint when it switches over to the next season, we can't do that. So, in other news, well, first of all, I'm really annoyed that I missed the Anthem demo. If you got to see the Anthem demo, let me know. Leave some comments, tell me about it, let me know what you thought. I've just thought, while I'm in here, I'm going to change over to streaming mode. So, where the hell is it? Where's my settings? Oh, I can't access them from this part, can I? Let's get all the way out then. Wait for the loading screen. Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday, on Sunday. I turned 45, so I'm what I consider to be halfway through my life. I've enjoyed the first half. I hope the second half is just as much fun. We went away on the Saturday. I mean, we kind of saw a few friends, and then a bit later, my wife and I went out for a meal. So I couldn't play the Anthem demo then. I'd already downloaded it. I'd not even opened it. I'd not looked at it. And then yesterday we went, we really only went out for a meal, but it was like my wife's parents and the kids and everybody. And we drove out to somewhere that's outside of Bogota, so it took us a bit of travelling time, to this nice little restaurant with a children's playground and all that kind of stuff. But that meant that we didn't get back till late. So I didn't really have the chance to check out the Anthem demo. So this morning, I got up nice and early, popped my Xbox on, loaded up Anthem, and it loaded. And I thought, brilliant. It wasn't just the weekend, or maybe I'm just lucky because of my time zone or something. So anyway, I set up my capture and got ready to start recording my playthrough of the demo. Pressed on the start button and it says, unlucky mate, we have turned off the Anthem servers and you can't play the demo. So I missed it. I was gutted. But yeah, if you played it, then leave some comments. Tell me what you thought. And I'm just going to have to wait now, aren't I? So there's that. And just one more little bit of news before I get into what I wanted to do on this video. YouTube have manually reviewed some of my videos and told me that they're giving me a slap. So maybe there's some things that I've said in the videos, I don't know. You could call it Google slapped. So it's when YouTube just decides for no reason whatsoever that they're going to tell you that they don't like you and they demonetize you or they shut down your account. It has happened to me in the past on different YouTube accounts. It's actually happened on a few YouTube accounts. You try and appeal against it and they will not give you any information at all as to why you've pissed them off. So yeah, they're a bit funny about it, but they've reviewed a couple of my videos manually. They've told me that they're not happy with those videos. They've demonetized a couple of them. And anyway, so I have decided, based on this, that I'm actually going to remake a couple of those videos, whilst being very careful about what I talk about, because I think the subject of what I'm talking about on a couple of occasions may cause offence to some people, and that might be the reason behind Google's decision, which is really annoying, really. So I'm gonna do that. They also had a bit of a moan about one of my videos where I very heavily tried to promote someone's other channel, getting them subscribers. I was talking about go and watch their videos, etc., and getting to 1,000 subscribers and all that, which I think they didn't like. So in the future, if somebody recommends something and I'm gonna follow their recommendation, I think what I'm going to do in that case is just say this idea came from whoever. Check out the link in the description if you want to go and have a look at their channel, just to give them a little bit of credit, rather than spending quite a bit of time talking about, hey, let's go and boost this guy's channel. I think YouTube don't like that, but I don't know. They've moaned about a few of my videos, and I'm trying to find on those videos what it might be, and that could be one of the possibilities. I think another possibility might be what I'm actually talking about on a few videos. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful. I'm not going to hold back too much, but I'm just going to be careful about certain subjects. Anyway, what I wanted to do on this video is my final attempt at the... I've only done it twice already. I've got down to a 6:45, which is appalling, and I want to beat it. But I want to have another crack at the blueprint. So, the weekly challenge, that's what I'm trying to say. So I think I'm already in the weekly challenge car. I am the Ford Escort RS Cosworth. I've still got the tuning on, so I just need to pop on over to the location and begin. And the location start was here, wasn't it? I think it was here. Let's go and have a look. I think it was either here or the other festival circuit one. So I did say I drive terrible when I'm recording, and I know you guys are going to watch it, but I'm going to really focus on this. Not sure about how I'm going to have my setup. I don't know whether to have gears or not. I might have a crack on automatic. A lot of people keep saying to me, do automatic. So I might have a crack on that. Just because my gear changes are so bad when I'm aware that I'm recording or I'm chatting to you guys as well and all that kind of stuff. So let's have a look what we've got on at the moment. ABS I'm going to leave on, steering normal, traction and stability. I normally have all this stuff off because it helps you for drifting, but I'm going to leave all that on. I really don't like having my car in automatic, but I'm going to go for this race in automatic. So there we go. That's what we've got. I'm leaving the drive tires on New Racer just to get them out of the way. And I don't care that I'm only going to get a 10% bonus. That means nothing to me. So let's have a look, see what we can do. Get out of all of that. And we are looking for the custom events, friends and followed. The 1 lap challenge, is this the one? I believe that it is. So super hot hatch, yeah. What else we got in here? Yeah, it is that one. Right, let's have a crack at this, see if I can beat my 6:45. Oh no! This is in a super hot hatch. Simon created a new one that I've not tried yet. It was from here, I'm sure it was from here. Let's have a little butchers. So, where are you? Thank you for those people in here that wish me a happy birthday. There we go. Cascada forever, I think. I'm saying that properly. Thank you very much. I don't read all these comments. I mean, most of the time when I click on them, look, I click and it just takes ages and ages and then it doesn't show me the message. Oh, okay, well that one was a little bit faster. Anyway, let's get down to Simon and let's have a look at the blueprint. Right, festival circuit. Yeah, I was mixing it up. I knew it was one or the other, So let's get out of this and let's go to Festival Circuit, which is just behind me. So is that Hot Hatch an old one, or is that the next one? That's Festival Sprint. Festival Circuit is the next one along. Here we are. Right, let's have a crack at this. I'm aiming for... I want to get under 6:30. That's my goal. So I can try... look at all these. They're showing up again now. They weren't showing up for a long time. Oh, I'm in the wrong section, aren't I? Friends and followed. So... And this is the correct one. I believe it is. Yes. Right then, let's have a crack at this. Retro Rally. Autumn. This is correct. 6 minutes 30, guys. Let's see if we can do this. I want to post something reasonable. I think other people are getting stupidly low. Like down towards 6 minutes at least, if not better. I can't believe I missed that anthem thing. It's very annoying. It does look good though. Oh, other things I wanted to share with you. You know that game that I did the little, the first look at the other day? That really terrible rip-off of Trials. Well, I completed it within the next half an hour from the video cut-off point, and it is utterly shit. Definitely not worth free, let alone 70 pence. And you get to the final level, and it's kind of like a secret level, and there's like not really much gravity. It's kind of like set on the moon, and you drive along, you go off the first ramp, you disappear off the top of the screen, then you're waiting for bloody ages for yourself to come back in, and it's just rubbish. Really rubbish. I expected it to get more difficult, the game, like Trials does, to the point where some of the levels are almost impossible. But it doesn't get any more difficult. It's like as you progress through it, the later levels are really just as easy as the beginning ones. I did start using some of the tricks, but you've kind of like got one button takes your hands off and the other button takes your feet up, so you can kind of like do a Superman or what they call a look mum no hands. And you can do like somersaults and things while you're doing that. But if you press both buttons at the same time, you completely let go of the bike and then do a somersault, and the bike does a somersault, and all the physics are completely wrong and ridiculous, and it just looks stupid. But yeah, the game doesn't get any more challenging at all. It's ridiculously easy all the way through, and it's just generally quite rubbish. It does give you the option of having different bikes, but it doesn't make that much difference. And all they're doing is trying to get you to get the best time and compete with your time against your friends. So, oh my god, it was shit. Don't buy it. But anyway, that caused me to jump back onto one of the Trials that I hadn't given much of a chance, which was this one, the Trials of the Blood Dragon. So what I've decided to do, I'd gone through this, I don't know how far through I am, I've done quite a few of the stages, and there's a nice little story, so I've gone through the story, but I thought what would be a good idea is if I went to that game, down to my saves, and I deleted them from my console and from Xbox Live, so I can start playing that game again from the beginning, whilst I'm waiting for the next Trials to... is it Trials Uprising that's coming soon? I'm waiting for that. So I'm going to play this one again from the start, and I'm going to make it my next game playthrough, because it's kind of like got a nice little story to it, and it's a bit retro. There's a lot of references to the 80s in there that I love, and not only do you race on the bikes, you also have a section of the game that's like a little platformer game where you're jumping around and shooting things, and it's quite nice. I like that little it's a little throwback to those games from the 80s like Chucky Egg and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like it. The platforming bit is not that easy to do because the jump seems to be a little bit delayed, but I'm going to play through it again from the beginning and share that with you guys. So that's going to be my next playthrough. And it's going to prepare me for Trials Uprising. Now I have realised that you can just cut across here. I don't know how many of you guys have done this, but yeah, you don't have to drive around. But I keep forgetting to look for shortcuts and things you can and places you can cheat. Which I mean, when you're driving and you're focused and you're trying to get a good score, you can cut across there as well, across that patch. Look, here's the checkpoint. You could go straight diagonally across that corner. I know these aren't very big shortcuts, but they all add up. You would definitely be saving yourself a fraction of a second, and they add up. They really do. Can't cut across that corner. You hit that massive rock. I was thinking I'm doing quite well, look, I'm at first place, but I've got them all on like beginner, haven't I, like super beginner. So so if I wasn't in first place, I'd be very worried about it. Oh, fuck. I messed that up so much. Oh God, I was tempted to rewind there. That was really, really bad. But I really don't like rewinding. I want to get a clean lap. Don't want to miss any checkpoints. Problem is, when I'm braking using my brakes, I tend to mess it up a bit. Although I've got my ABS on, so that's obviously going to save me from skidding out too much. But yeah, when you can cut across this corner, I think. I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, you can, look, definitely. There's the checkpoint. But yeah, when I'm not using my engine braking, I do struggle a lot more to be able to control myself around the corners. I tend to spin out and stuff, whereas engine braking, I mean, obviously you've still got your traction on your wheels, so I find that a lot easier, just to slow down with engine braking and then brake just a little bit rather than having to brake a lot. Oh, I can cut through these trees, didn't notice this before. And that's good, because that's a checkpoint that I missed before. I went round the left-hand side of that checkpoint. Go on. We've got a jump coming up into the quarry that you have to take quite slowly, so I'm going to be careful here. Don't hit that. I've had to rewind. Oh, I hate it. I hate rewinding. That's not too bad, though. But I'm not going to try and reverse off a tree. That's just stupid. If I miss a checkpoint, or if I come to a dead stop like that, then I'm rewinding. So gentle off here, not too crazy, otherwise you go down into the quarry. That's not too bad. Oh, what a shit landing. I'm not having that. Really not having that. So I'm going to have to do the jump again. I mean, that's just absolute luck. I'm going to turn a little bit there. See if that gives me a better angle on that slope. I think it will. Now, this is just absolute pot luck, isn't it? You're jumping off here. You have no control of your car while you're in the air. And if you happen to land a tiny bit awkward, that's just unlucky. But I'm not accepting landing as bad as that. So I'm just going to trundle off there a little bit more slowly. Not that bloody slowly. Oh, God, I hate rewinding. Even in a situation like this, I hate rewinding. But let's see what we can do. Make it. Yeah, I'm going to have to take that. As bad as it was, I'm taking it. Which way are we bloody going? Ah, there we go. I couldn't see the line. Oh, I could have glanced at the mini-map, couldn't I? I can't believe I didn't think of that. What time am I on? Oh, okay. Oh, there's no checkpoint on this corner, look. So maybe we can go straight through those trees. Let's have a look. Yep, no checkpoint behind me. We're safe. I get messed up so much by my terrible landings. I hate driving through this. I really do. Come on. Right, 4 minutes and about 20 seconds. Messed that up, didn't I? I'm pretty sure there's a place up here somewhere that we can skip a track as well. Can't quite remember. I'm sure there is. You've got to slow down over here because this. Oh no, you haven't. Right, I'm taking that again. I really thought that you had to slow down after that, over that bump, otherwise you'd miss the corner. But obviously you don't. So I'm not slowing myself down and losing an extra couple of seconds just because I forgot the track. The car doesn't seem to be going very fast. You can definitely cut this, so just go straight round here. Got to be careful on this jump. There we go. You can cut this as well, you don't have to go down that little thing on the left. Just keep going straight. Oh, 5:54. Oh, I'm not going to... A little bit more left than I would like. I'm not going to get the time I wanted to get. Come on. Oh, come on, don't do that. We're so close, we're so close. I've not made that much difference at all. I was a 6:45 on my previous best lap. I'm not even going to beat it. I don't believe it. Oh, what? Same, 6:45. So my last 6:45 was traction control off, stability off, ABS off, manual gears, and I got the 6:45, and I've just had all of that stuff changed back to what it was, and I still got a 6:45. I think I've got actually in my where are they? Where are your pictures and things? Well, let's take a screen grab of this anyway. So yeah, catch our screenshot. Okay, so we've got a screenshot of that one. I've now got to go and look at my captures. Where are they? Recent captures. So 13 days ago, are you serious? 13 days ago, or did I not upload it, or what? That can't be correct. Oh, maybe I didn't capture it. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, there it is, look. It is the Ford Escort 6:45.34 on that one. I can't believe that's 2 weeks. 6:45.29. Oh my goodness. So I did, but I slightly, by a fraction of a second, managed to beat myself. That's crazy, isn't it? Uh, 6:45.29. That's today's. Unbelievable. Right, I need to upload that, so let's pop it onto the thing. Upload. I can't remember whether you need to have it on Xbox Live or OneDrive. I'll put it on OneDrive. Come on, it's only a bloody screen picture. It doesn't need to be in 4K really, does it? You should be able to set those options. Well, you probably can. You can adjust your capture options and things. I'm sure there's the adjustment for the screen unit grab as well. I'll pop up my last one. For those people that are not watching this video, I'll pop this one up as well. So 64529, and this one, I'll upload that to OneDrive. Unbelievable. 0.05 of a second. Wow. So yeah, they're so close, and look at the difference in how I was driving. All of the assists off, or all of the assists on, and also manual gears or automatic gears. I made loads of mistakes on this one with the manual gears, so it just goes to show how much faster I drive when I'm using my manual gears compared to when I'm using automatic, because I did make a lot of mistakes, a lot more mistakes than what you've just seen on this one, and I got pretty much exactly the same time. Right, let's share them with the group. Get rid of all this, come on. Simon, so we are ready for the next one. I don't know whether a few people are going to be inspired to have another crack at this. I know it's been up for a couple of weeks now, but I'm sure a couple of people will see my attempt at it and have a little bit of a crack at beating my time if you're around my level. But I don't know currently who's winning, I haven't checked. So let's post those to the group. Hopefully they've uploaded by now. It's only a screen grab, it should have done. So, yeah, that's the same one. So yeah, Simon's not updated anything since then. What have people got? Ah, this is something different. So, this is, let me have a look. XMY1, who is the new fine art, is creating something new for us all to do. I don't know if that's part of that, but I'll have to make a video where I talk a bit. There we go. Ranked rival events. Check this out, guys. This is the first ranked rival event where you post your quickest clean lap. You get yourself ranked. So yeah, have a crack on these. Obviously a couple of people have already had a little bit of a go on there, but I just want to look at what people have got on this. This is it. So let's see what times people are putting on here. A 6:27. Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted about a 6:30. That's what I was really hoping to get. And we got a 6:58, so I'm beating one person. Yes. So you might be inspired to have another little go on that, see if you can get ahead of me. And what do we have here? A 6:19, that's good. A 6:22. So 6:19 is the best we've seen so far. Oh, that's the same, so that was your first and second attempt. A 6:38. See, that's I should be going for that. I should be competing against you and just ignoring everyone else. You're sufficiently better than me to give me a push. So a 6:38 would be a nice target for me. We have a 6:31. That's slightly too good for me. And this is in the correct car. Is this still the same ones? 6:28. So a lot of people around the 6:30, which is what I was hoping to get. Ah, well, a 5:51. And look who it is, the winner from last week, K-74. I keep seeing you on my, oh, look at your time overall, the 5:55. That's satisfying, isn't it? Very nice. So yeah, you keep being in my my little races on my driver tars, and for some reason, when you're a driver tar on my races, it seems to always make you come nearly last, which makes me laugh, as you always come nearly first. So it looks like you're going to be taking the crown for this one as well. Bloody hell, you're 4 times prestige. That's insane. And you're currently on a 466. So I assume to get 5-star prestige, you're going to have to get to 500. So you are right up there with a 551, so that's looking like our best so far. So I'll say a big congratulations to K-74. Whether or not someone manages to catch you, I'll be very bloody surprised. A 628 there. A 619. So, can we get a video of one of your laps? So you're way above the rest of us, so come on, make the rest of us better. Teach us how to get under 6 minutes when we're all getting around 6:30 or 6:45 in my case. So there we go, guys. I think it's going to go to K-74 again. How do I post? How do I post something to the group? Blah, 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 blah. Right, add, feed. View screenshots, what's next? Chat, multiplayer, watch, roster, manage. Why isn't this just dead simple and obvious? Right, so, feed, what's new? Share something. I imagine you do it from here. So, share something with the group. I don't want to share any of that nonsense. Oh no, I have to do it from in here, don't I believe. Right, I believe I do it from here. So share, and if the place you can't share to, oops, but okay, I was supposed to upload it to the Xbox Live, not to OneDrive, so I'll know that for next time. So let's do this one as well. And now let's go back and share. It's still uploading, so I'll give it a few moments to upload. Yeah, it hadn't even started, it was just thinking about it. So now it's uploading. So while that's uploading, I'm just going to run downstairs and grab a coffee. I will be very quick. But I've not had an AFK on any of my videos for a while, so here's one right now. Is it done? No, still not done. That's terrible. Let's get my headphones. Right. Well, I was slightly too quick because I've just spilt coffee all the way back up the stairs. Every single step of the stairs now has coffee on it. And I've only got 3/4 of a cup of coffee. That's not good. I tell you what I've done. This is a genius idea. I bought a flask, quite a big one. And now, I'm not using it right now, but I intend to. I make a massive jug of coffee, because I drink a lot of coffee, and I'm just going to fill the flask up, and bring the flask up and have it next to me, so that when I'm on Xbox, I don't have to run away and get more. And I can just use that. So that works better than bringing up the little coffee pod machine. I'm not very keen on those little pods, really. I keep going through loads of different flavours. It's the Nespresso one, and they did a load of special flavours for Christmas. And they're expensive as well. We bought a shitload of these little capsules, and they had like a special French one that had got different French flavours, so we bought that box as well. And they're really I don't know. I just can't find one of them that I like, and I think that's their trick. I think they make so many flavours that you think one of these is going to be really, really nice. So I'll keep trying different ones, and you keep buying them, and you have them. And I mean, you can't just buy one. You buy a kind of tube of them. So you're getting, I don't know, is it 12 or something of that flavour, and you try it and you think, nah, I don't really like this. Then you drink all 12 and then you go, I'll try a different flavour next time. And they've got hundreds and hundreds of flavours, so you just keep going through them. I haven't found one that I've tasted and thought, oh, that's delicious coffee, I'm going to keep buying these. So I think I might just go back to my normal coffee machine, which is what I'm using today. And then you just buy a big bag of coffee that smells nice in the shop. That's the other thing as well, you can't smell those capsules before you buy them. Yeah, it's not good. Right then, let's now share this with the club. I think I'll show it with this one, not with... so this was the one from last week, 6:45. 14 days ago. Days ago, 6:45. Manual. Oh shit! I missed it. It was that one. Manual with manual with no assists. Right, that's 14 days ago, 6:45, manual with no assists. Let's go back and share the other one. I don't know why I'm even in that Club Monopoly. I think I'll delete it. I got the game, thought, yeah, this is good, but you need people to play with. Joined the club, and I've never ever played it against anybody, apart from just in the living room with my wife and a couple of her friends. They understand Monopoly, so we can play that on the Xbox. So if her friends come over and we use the Xbox, all we ever play is either Monopoly or a dancing game. And they like the dancing games with the Kinect sensor. So there we go. Had a caption. Today. $6.45. With, oops, I'll say auto. Why my options, sure, such, supposed, are, Sunday and AJ, when I've started typing something that begins with the letters A and U? What? How ridiculous. Look at that, look at my options. Where's the S? Oh, I have auto in there as an option now. There we go, that's more like it. That was weird, wasn't it? I'm putting all assists, but obviously I'm not having like braking assists and steering assists, but I mean, who would put those on? That would be insane. Right, today, 6:45 automatic with all assists. Absolutely insane is that. Absolutely crazy. You know, like 0.05 of a second difference with such a different setup. Unbelievable. That's crazy. So Simon, we are ready for the next one. I think you told me it's in the Mitsubishi. It takes a while for them to go on the group, doesn't it? They won't be shared straight away, but at least I've shared the proper ones this time. I'm completely useless when I do this sort of stuff, and last time I shared my time from the previous event, which was in a different car on a different lap, and it made me look really good. But no. What we got on Jaded Vets for... Oh! I had no idea. Oh no, it's Robson's come first, so yeah, Robson does come first. So Robson come first, then Aaron May comes second on what we have in here, so 109 and 110. So yeah, they are the winners, aren't they, always? Hang on. XNY1 and New Fine Art, are you not the same person? And you're in here twice? Do you have two accounts? So level 1 and 19 and level 3 and 267. Is that your other account? You've made a new account called New Fine Art. So I didn't know you'd done that. I assume that you have, and that's you, doing the two accounts, which is a bit cheeky, in order to be able to do things like what I do and get free credits. I don't know if you're doing it for the same reasons I do it, but there we go. So this is definitely still the one I've just done, isn't it? So yeah, this is from a while ago now, so we're waiting for the next one. I'll tell you what I'd quite like. There's a blueprint challenge. The original Mini, but the rally version, and something off-roady in one of those would be nice for a little bit of a change. But, I mean, anything, really, is competitive, as long as it's not a street scene race at night time. But there we go, guys. That is all from me today. As I said at the beginning of the video, we've got a few problems with upcoming blueprints. I did promise that the next one would be an awesome blueprint just to redeem that annoying windmill thing. But yeah, I can't do a blueprint on the next one because it's street scene and we can't do those. But also, you will be noticing that I'm going to start uploading a few of my videos again. So I'm going to be remaking them just because Google is angry with me and I want to please Google because they do give me money and that's nice. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's still nice. So I'd much rather change the videos a little bit and upload them in a way that's not going to offend Google or anybody else, because they're quite strict about this kind of stuff. And then obviously they will hopefully allow me to monetize those videos, because at the moment they've taken the monetization away from quite a few of them. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. And I'm still making the short versions of the videos for my other channel. If you've not checked it out yet and you don't like how long these videos are, then please do pop over to my other channel. It is K-74, so exactly the same as this one, but kit instead of cat. So this is the K-74, no spaces or anything like that. And cats are bigger than kittens, so it makes perfect sense that K-74 is going to be the same videos but smaller. That's how it works. So there we go, guys. That's all from me. I'll see you soon. Remember to leave comments. If you got to play Anthem, let me know. And after this, I'm going to shut this video down and start uploading it. And then I'm going to start the Curse of the Blood Dragon from Trials right from the beginning. I'm going to start playing through it again. And what I'm planning to do, when the new Trials comes out, Trials Uprising, which I think comes out in about a little under 2 weeks. I think it's the 14th or 15th, something like that. Let's have a look. So let's take a quick peep into the store. The games that are out at the moment are bloody awful, aren't they? If you go into the new game section, it's just a complete load of crap. A lot of indie games that look shockingly terrible. So where is it? So what am I excited about? I mean, Crackdown 3. I liked Crackdown. It's a lot of fun. But I've been watching, just the official trailer from going in here, and I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't like the look of it anymore. But obviously I'm going to play it. I think this looks absolutely crap. I really do. I liked the very first couple of Far Crys, Far Cry 1, Far Cry 2 from years and years ago. I really liked those with the crazy sort of weird virus thing with the apes and stuff. I really enjoyed playing those. I got well into them. I completed the first two. Since then, I think Far Cry has become a little bit, it's a bit too, I don't know. But it's a bit jokey, it's a bit, I can't think of the word, but it's become a little bit stupid. So when's Anthem being released? I do think this looks good. Come on.
Peggy 16.
Right, 17 days, 21st. So I hate the way that they have half the screen covered and they start playing the video and the stuff they've got all over the screen doesn't disappear straight away. I wish they'd change that. That's really annoying. So Trials Up, well, it's Trials Rising. Did I say Trial Up Rising? So yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. And this comes out on the 25th of February. I thought it was on the 15th, it's the 25th, so a little bit later than I thought. So I thought when this comes out, what would be pretty cool is to have a little bit of a community for Trials that are making tracks. So we make tracks and we compete together on them. So I don't know if you guys are really all that interested in Trials, but I am. I loved it. Trials HD is absolutely awesome. I don't like Trials Fusion at all. I said I didn't like Trials, the Blood Dragon one, but I played it a little bit a couple of days ago, and I actually quite liked it because the contrast between that and that shitty game that I was playing the other day, which is a Trials ripoff, is so massive. It's just beautiful. The graphics are beautiful. I like all the little references to the 80s, so I am going to play that through again, as I said. But there's nothing else in here. I don't know whether Dirt Rally is going to be any good. I'm not excited about any more of these. I have pre-ordered the Division 2. So obviously on the 15th, for a couple of days, we do get a preview of that on the pre-order. So I'll definitely be on that preview. Although I haven't checked, that's probably going to fall on a weekend and I might miss it, like Anthem. So the other day I was in the Division, just going around the Dark Zone. I've got everything maxed out in the Division. My gear score is about 280. Obviously my operations base is fully maxed out for all of my perks and things. I've been mostly just playing in the Dark Zone now, just having a look at what I can get and adjusting my build. But also survival mode. I love survival mode on the Division. It's brilliant, but I find it really difficult. I often die. I usually get to the end and then the hunter guy kills me because I panic. It appears, and then I have a bit of a flap and I panic. I think the only way that I've managed to complete the survival mode is as soon as the hunter appears, I run off and I jump off the building and I climb up the building next door and I kind of hide on the top of that building and then I kind of shoot him from a distance. And if I can do that in time before the helicopter arrives, then I can succeed. But I've only managed to do that a handful of times. But I really enjoy it. But each playthrough of survival mode for me is normally about an hour and a half, something like that. But yeah, I love it. I don't know whether I'm going to start doing some streaming of that. I might do. I might stream some playthroughs on survival. I can't stream and record for my YouTube channel at the same time because the headset I need to use for streaming, the microphone that's on it, which is compatible with my controller, it gets really bad feedback. And that feedback is much worse when I'm using my capture card or when I'm using my capture microphone. So I can't do both at once. But of course, on streaming, I'll be streaming to Mixer, and I can actually download the video and then upload it to YouTube if I want afterwards. So I might do that. I might do some streaming of some survival mode playthroughs. You guys can join me on the chat box if you want to, and then I shall maybe upload those videos where we're playing survival together. You in chat, me on the mode itself. If any of you guys do play the Division and you like survival mode, then maybe we can jump on that together. Normally, whenever I play on survival mode, the other people that are in there with me, I mean, sometimes, probably once or twice, I've kind of teamed up with them and we've gone and, kind of helped each other out. Quite often I've got to the end and then someone else is hiding at the end and kills me and takes all my loot, which is really bloody annoying. But I'm never aggressive towards anyone who's ever in survival mode with me. And also when I'm in the Dark Zone, it's like if someone is trying to extract from the Dark Zone and I'm in the area, I will go to the extraction zone and help them and make sure that we're killing anyone that comes and tries to, attack them, or if anyone goes rogue, then I help them to attack the person that goes rogue. Now, the other day when I was on there, almost everybody I bumped into in the Dark Zone immediately went rogue and attacked me and killed me, which is really annoying. But I think that game has got to the point now where the going rogue leaderboards of killing other players is really all that people seem to be interested in. So people are going rogue just to be able to get themselves up the leaderboard. So it's a lot harder to extract from the dark zone now, because as soon as you start extracting, someone turns up, goes rogue, cuts off your extraction and kills you. So I think that has become a part of the game that so many people are now focused on, that it's becoming very annoying for people that don't want to go rogue and also want to help other people out on the game. So I tend to play it like that. I tend to play it like, I'll be cooperative, I'm going to throw down my my flamethrower thing and all that kind of stuff, just to help you get your stuff out. So yeah, that's annoying. I like the look of this. This Xenon Racer, I don't like the look of this. It looks like a Wipeout clone. All of these things always do, like the futuristic ones that are dead fast. But if you watch the video of this, it looks like the cars go too fast for you to be able to control it properly. And on the actual demonstration, they're sort of like wall riding all the time, which makes it look shit. So, I don't know. Haven't really looked at this Generation Zero. Might be interesting. Rage 2, I think that's probably going to be good. I didn't play Rage. I had it. I can't remember whether I bought it or whether it was free on Gold or something. But I didn't actually play it. I loaded it up probably once, and at the time I was playing through something else, and I thought I'm going to come back to this, and then I lost interest on it. But I do want to check out Rage 2. But yeah, the Division 2, that's the next big one for me. When is it released? So it is on the 11th. Oh, the 11th of March. Oh, that's terrible. But the 15th of February is the pre-order sneaky peek for a couple of days. So I'm definitely going to be playing it as much as I can on those dates. I really, really hope that it doesn't. I haven't checked, but I hope it doesn't fall on a weekend. I hope I don't have anything else planned. But yeah, I'm going to be in there as much as possible. I hope that it's very, very similar to the Division. I much preferred it being in New York. I know New York quite well, and I really, really like New York. The last time I was there, my wife and I fell asleep on the floor in Central Park. We were so knackered, and I was like, let's just chill out here for a bit. And we was going to go to the zoo, but we didn't, and we just went into Central Park. We got a couple of hot dogs, and we was just lying on the floor. It was a bit of a hot day. And then the next thing I knew, it was kind of, we slept for like an hour or so on the floor. And we woke up and it had gone really cold. I was like, oh, I'm freezing. She's like, yeah, so am I. And because how long we've been here? It's like we've been here for about an hour. We've been sleeping on the floor like tramps. But yeah, I love New York. So with the Division being set in New York, that was awesome. Because I like that you're going around places that you know. And yeah, I really liked that. But what's the next one's in Chicago, isn't it? Or Washington, one or the other. I can't remember. But anyway, they're places where I've never been. But we almost went. We would have been there now. My wife very nearly ordered a holiday for my birthday for us to be away. And she's got friends that live up there as well. So yeah, we was going to be there. And obviously with the cold air that's there at the moment, that wouldn't have been good. I mean, my wife hates the cold. And with a wind chill factor that feels like minus 50, I'm sure she wouldn't have been a very happy bunny. So that would have been really bad. So yeah, I'm really hoping that the way the Division 2 works is very similar to the way the Division works, where you can kind of, I mean, the first part of playing the single player story and all that kind of stuff is kind of leveling up your character until you get to max level, and then you're really looking at the PvP areas of the game. I hated the PvP on the Division. It's insane. You get in there, you just get killed immediately and again and again. It's like people have builds where you can just empty all of your bullets into them and they just don't die, and then when they do die they reappear back to full health again, like the Nomad, one of the gear sets with a Nomad. If someone kills you, you get full health, and that triggers every 4 minutes. So you combine that with a couple of other things, and it's just so difficult to kill people. And there's various different combinations of the builds where you just have no chance. And the only way that you can compete with them is to have one of these kind of builds yourself. And I just think that takes all of the fun out of the game. When there are very specific builds that everybody knows, and you just pick one or another, you go out and you find someone that's got one or the other build, and then they're either going to kill you or you're going to kill them, and it's boring. So I hate the PvP side of it because of that. I really do. I think it completely ruins it. But I do like creating the builds when you're going out into the dark zone. I love that aspect of the game. I don't mind that aspect is PvP, but I'd rather people didn't go rogue in there and then kill me. That would be nice. But the survival aspect of the game, I think, is the best by far, and I'm really hoping that they bring out a survival aspect for the Division 2. There's also a survival. There's a survival kind of like. What game is it? I'm trying to think of the game. I think it's just the Tomb Raider one, not Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think it's just the normal one, which has just been put out on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure it is. So I played that a little bit, but not much. And it's kind of like, how long can you last? And most of the time you have to just bloody hide up a tree because some animal's trying to kill you. But I wouldn't mind getting back into that. So as that's just come out on Game Pass, I might jump back into that, have another crack with it. I like it. The games that I really like are either games that have survival mode or games that have you are starting from scratch mode. You've got to make yourself a bow and arrow and all that kind of stuff. So what's the... let's have a look at my games. And there's a couple of games in here that fit that category. Let's see. Here we go, yeah, Far Cry Primal. I don't like Far Cry. I think it's become a little bit of a joke. I think the new one that's coming out soon, I think looks absolutely horrible. But this, Far Cry Primal, I really like this. It's kind of like you're starting from scratch, you've got nothing, and you kind of like just trying to collect animal skins and little bits of wood and making bow and arrows and clothes and stuff. I love games that have that aspect to them. So I've barely played it at all. I mean, I fall into the trap of playing a game thinking, this is really awesome, I really like this, I'm going to save this and then really focus on it when I've got time. I did it with that Monster World Hunter. I made a video on it and I said to you guys, I love the look of this, I'm really going to get into this, and I haven't gone back in there at all yet. And I do that a lot, and then I forget about them, or then the next one comes out and I miss out. So I need to get back in there, play Far Cry Primal. I do like the look of it, it's quite nice. And other games in here, that is absolutely amazing. If you've not played it, then you really must. It's just such a beautiful game. LA Noire, I was planning on doing a playthrough on that, but I've not done it yet. Another one as well, Life is Strange. I did Life is Strange, this one. I haven't done Before the Storm, and I've not gone in here yet, but I really like it, and that is something that I really should be doing on a playthrough, but I haven't at this stage. And what else do we have? I mean, Monster Hunter World, as I said, I really wanted to get back in there. I like this. This is so nice, it really is. I'm waiting for Session. It's a skateboarding game. It looks amazing. I love the look of the controls on this. So all you skateboarders out there, when the hell is Session coming? I mean, I've seen a few. I know they had a demo that was out on Steam, but I don't think there's any way that you can get on that now. But I don't have Steam because I'm just have a MacBook. I haven't got a PC anymore. But I really, really hope that Session is coming to the Xbox. I don't know if it is or not. Haven't played this either. Had it for ages. I haven't even looked at it yet. So I need to get in there and play on that. This, I mean, it's old now, but this is one of the best games that have ever been made. It is brilliant. And it was a game changer. When you compare Skate 3 for... I mean, I played Tony Hawk's, obviously. Any skateboarder played Tony Hawk's. And I liked them. I liked my character with his tattoos and stuff. It was good. It was fun. And but it was so over the top. It was ridiculous. And then this came along. And there was something just before this as well. I can't remember what it was called. What was it? I can't remember the name of the game, but I can remember that it had Dr. Octagon, Blue Flowers, as one of the songs that was in it. I love that song. And that was one of the songs that was on the game. And it had a control system that was revolutionary and a little bit like Skate, but it wasn't Skate. What was it called? Oh God, you guys, any skaters amongst you, can you remember what it was called? And anyway, it was before Skate, the first one, was it called Grind or something like that? I can't remember. It was very slow and a little bit clumsy, but the way you used your controller was like you were actually skating. It made sense with the way that your feet moved and stuff. And now Session is similar. Session is one stick is one foot, one stick is the other foot, and you kind of use it the way you would use your feet on a skateboard. Now, I've not been on a skateboard for a long time. I snowboard now, and I do kite boarding on fields, not on the sea. I don't do kite surfing, I do kiteboarding with a landboard, and I do skateboarding. But the other day, I was just waiting for a friend outside the mall, and there were some kids, and they were on a skateboard, and I got chatting to them in very bad Spanish. They couldn't speak any English. But I popped an ollie that was higher than my knees, not as good as I used to be able to do. I could easily ollie over a bin, so I could ollie waist high consistently. But I popped an ollie that was at thighs, so I was quite happy with that. And then I tried a kickflip and I didn't land it. I landed upside down. I was like, that was annoying. So yeah, I used to be able to do decent flips. My speciality was just a 180 flip, like a varial flip. And I could do them consistently, really nicely and high. And I could do varial flips into a nose slide really consistently as well. And I kind of like nose slides were my signature trick. Those and anything connected to a no comply, because I learned to skate in the 1980s before Rodney Mullen had invented the ollie. So I was doing, like no complies and, that cavemen and bean plants. A lot of bean plants, I used to love those. I thought I'd made up the bean plant. I'd never seen anyone do one. I was doing them, and then I realised it was an actual real trick. But no complies and impossibles, but not an ollie impossible, like a no comply one. All of those tricks, because coming from the 80s when we didn't know how to ollie, that was the way I was skating for a really, really long time. And then when we learned how to ollie, I mean, I'd seen it on a video, and me and my friend Neil was like, what the hell, how did you do that? And we were trying. And I mean, what you point your skateboard up at a curb and you're trying to do an ollie and you just snap so many kingpins because the back of your trucks is slapping against the curb over and over again. But for such a long time I was trying to learn how to do an ollie. And now that we can ollie and it's really easy, you think, how did I ever not know how to do this? It's just so simple. And how did it take skateboarding so long to realise this was even possible? But I mean, going back to the Rodney Mullen versus Day One Song videos, oh my God, that was, to me, that's the pinnacle of skateboarding. It really is. When you watch those two guys against each other, it's just absolutely unbelievable the amount of precision and control in their tricks. That is, I love that stuff. I love that stuff so much more than the really big stuff and everything. It's just brilliant. It really is brilliant. And that's what I aspired to become as a skateboarder. But no, I am nowhere near that. But yeah, I was gutted that I couldn't even do a kickflip the other day. So there we go. And I felt, standing on the skateboard, I felt like I was really high up off the floor because I'm so used to snowboards now where you're actually touching the floor. I mean, I still use landboards, but that feels completely different. But yeah, I'm waiting for Session. And the control system on Session is, as I said, one stick left foot, one stick right foot. And I think that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but once you're used to it, it's going to feel so natural if you're a skateboarder anyway. So I can't wait for it. But aside of that, all of the skate series did an absolutely brilliant job of that flicking the right stick to pop an ollie or kickflip or whatever. It's just beautiful. And it looks beautiful as well. I think anybody anyone who's kind of like a teenager and has started skateboarding whilst this game has been available, it's just like you can do a trick on here, you can see exactly what's happening with your feet, and it just makes so much sense to your brain, and you can watch it in slow motion and everything, that you can go out into the real world and then replicate that trick. So I think these are brilliant tools for helping people to become better skateboarders in the real world as well. Another game that I love, it's beautiful. It looks amazing. It's so nice. It's just so tranquil. And but weirdly, it's very, very beautiful. It's very peaceful. And then any time that they've got music in the game, the music is bloody terrible. I mean, it's not I mean, it's music that I would like in certain situations. If I was in a mosh pit, then I would like the kind of music they've got in here. But when you've got like this beautiful scenery and this pristine white snow, and it's done in such a beautiful way, you want something that's almost ethereal. You don't want, you know, some thrash, whatever it is. It just doesn't really suit the game. Mudrunner as well. I was so excited about this before it came out. I actually bought it as soon as it was released, and obviously it's now free. It's on the Game Pass. But unfortunately, it wasn't quite as exciting as I thought it was. But I think if you play this with another person, and you're helping each other with towing each other out when you get stuck and stuff like that, it could be really rewarding. So what else have we got worthy of note? I liked this, the tabletop racing. A bit short, but I quite like it. If you see anything in here as I'm going through that you really would like to see a playthrough on, then let me know. I've gone all the way through this Ghost Recon. It's quite nice because it is set, I think it's set in Bolivia, I'm not sure, but it's somewhere in South America anyway. So there's a lot of scenery and things which are like where I live, especially if we go driving out of the city. Quite a lot of stuff that you see on this game is very similar to stuff I see here. Some of the poorer areas look exactly as they do in this game as well, so it's quite nice. I like that. This Trials Fusion, I just hated it. Everything about this game is just horrible, whereas everything about this game is amazing, and I'm going to give this another chance. I did say I didn't like it, but now I do. These toy soldier games are brilliant as well. There is 2 of them. I don't know where the other one is. It should be there. Perhaps it's got a different name, or maybe I've got it on in with these games where I've kind of deleted them. Oh, well, I want this installed, so let's pop that back on. I do want to get back into playing that. I really liked it. That's not bad either, but it's kind of like in development. So I've deleted it, but I might reinstall it again. It's not too bad. And I was going to reinstall this again as well, because when I played that Mutant Year Zero, I kind of liked the turn-based aspect of it, and that's made me take turn-based games a little bit more seriously than I was doing. You know, let's get all the way back down to the bottom. Like the look of this. I think I might be giving that a bit of a crack. And also this Wastelands 2, that's a turn-based thing, so I might have another look at that as well. This was the game, for those that don't know, the World Enduro Rally. It's about 70p on the Xbox Store at the moment. It looks absolutely terrible. It's a complete rip-off of Trials, but a really bad one. And all of the levels are ridiculously easy, like ridiculously easy. It doesn't get more difficult. I was excited about it because I like the difficult levels on Trials, but it never gets difficult, so it's just not worth it. So yeah, it's really not worth it. But I want to get back into Trials. I'm really looking forward to creating some tracks with you guys on the new one when it comes out on the 25th, or whenever it was. It was the 25th, wasn't it? Yeah. And that's all. So there we go. Leave comments. Tell me what game you'd like to see on a playthrough out of these ones you've seen in here, or a game that I don't have on here and I can buy it. I haven't even opened this yet. I was all excited about it. I think the water looks beautiful, and I haven't even opened it. But I do that so often. As I said, I did it on Tomb Raider, the Shadow of Tomb Raider as well. I still need to get back into this. Now I've got a better capture system, I can do that. And this as well, Quantum Break. I was so excited about this before it came out. Bought it immediately, played it for about, I don't know, I did the first bit, and then when your character runs outside and it starts to teach you how to fight, I died at that bit, and I haven't touched it since. So yeah, I've got to get back in there. But yeah, any of these games that you're seeing now, if you'd like to see a playthrough on them, then just let me know. I loved this, Hexit. It's got beautiful music to it, and Hexit 2 as well. I used to play that for hours. Really, really did enjoy that. And it's just such... it's kind of a really... it's kind of like relaxing in a nightclub at the end of the night in the chill-out zone type vibe. It's nice and slow and relaxed. It's pleasant to watch. It is very nice. You can play that for hours and hours. Barely touched this either. It kind of looks a bit barren. You get into the game and you get into the world, and the world looks far too empty. Now, I don't know if it continues to be like that, but it just looks unfinished. I want them to flesh the world out more. If you've not played it, guys, this here, F1 2017, play it with like your bass turned up. The sound on this game is absolutely amazing. It's like when you catch the rumble strips with your car, it's just, there's so much thumpy bass in there. It's beautiful, it really is. It's so nice to play. Now this I've barely touched. I think that might be a demo. I'm not sure. It might be the real game, but I've barely been in there. But I played this a bit. I've got tracks that are my favourite tracks, and I just go straight to those and then keep racing around them. So Catalunya is one of my favourite tracks, a couple of others as well. So I know them tracks quite well, but I don't bother with the others. Haven't touched this, or this, or this. I had a quick look at that yesterday and I thought, nah, that's not my thing, so I don't think I'll play it. Didn't play on Deadpool either. Cities Skylines, this is my type of game. I think this looks beautiful. I played this quite a bit actually. I made some massive cities and then haven't touched it for a really, really long time. I love this. Love Conan Exiles. I love games. It's very similar to Ark, but Ark looks horrible, whereas Conan Exiles looks beautiful. The character creation in Conan Exiles is brilliant as well. The character creation in Ark is absolutely hideous. It's like you start moving the sliders around and you're just like some weird ape human hybrid. All the faces are really ugly. It's just horrible. Whereas Conan, you can make quite a beautiful character and it's just nice. The character creation in Conan is a lot better. But I think Conan Exiles is a brilliant game. It really is. I do want to get back into that. But when you don't play it for a while, everything that you had is just taken away from you, and you go back in and you're starting from scratch. You really are. You have to play it consistently because they have kind of like what's it called? A decay system, where after a certain amount of time, stuff that you built starts to disappear. Now, if you just the reason being, if you just slap some foundation stones in areas where you would like to build, that stops other people building there. So they disappear really, really very quickly. But if you build like a massive base, because that's a lot of stuff in one area, that base, it still decays, but not quite so fast. So I think it kind of like gives you a couple of weeks or something, or a week, I can't remember. They might have changed it since I last played anyway. But if you go on holiday and you come back, your base is very probably completely gone, where you need to log in regularly and go near your base, and when you do that, it kind of resets the timer. So I haven't played on it for a long time, so I absolutely know that everything that I've done in this game has gone, everything. And I built some amazing big bases that I was really proud of. I really liked them. I got so into the game, it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. But unfortunately, none of that's there anymore. But I made dozens and dozens of characters on this game, started from absolute scratch and built up my base and then started raiding other people and stuff, and I liked it, so I might jump back in and do that again, starting from scratch. I liked Burnout Paradise when it was originally released. I've tried playing the remake and I just really don't like it at all. I love this. This was one of my favourite games on the 360. I kept hold of my 360 for a really, really long time just for this game, and also Civilization Revolution. But always looking for it to be on backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, and it never was. And then this came out, and I was like, oh my god, they've redone it. And it's brilliant. It really is a beautiful game. And there's some video footage in this game of actual live Baja racers, which is unbelievable what they're doing. So it's worth a look at. Battlefield 1 I really liked. Played for about 10 minutes. No, I didn't. I played for a couple of hours. I just did the first couple of missions, but I haven't touched either of these either. Not looked at that. I used to play this a lot with a couple of friends years ago, the original. I played this a lot. I completed this, so I'm not going to go back on it because I completed it. I really enjoyed it, actually. I like those type of games. Haven't played any Assassin's Creed games at all. A couple of people have recommended for me to play them. I might do. They have a sale on at the moment, so I might play them. But no, I've not touched them. Love the idea of this. Hate the look of it. Your character's horrible, and the graphics are just not nice at all. But I wished I wish it wasn't so horrible because I'd love to get into it. Haven't touched that. So there we go, and I am going to delete this because it really annoyed me on my playthrough. Getting rid of that. So guys, leave some comments with all of the things that I've said while I've been making this video. And, you know, let me know what game you'd like to see a playthrough on. What are you excited about? What do you think about Anthem? Did you get a chance to play it? I was so annoyed. I woke up this morning, I did this. It loaded up and I was like, yes! I started, I put my capture card on, I started recording, I started talking about it, and I was like, right guys, let's have a look. I pressed the button and it went, I don't think so. So, unfortunate. Shit, I forgot my coffee. It looks like a very typical BioWare game, doesn't it? I absolutely loved, oh my god, what are they called? The Andromeda one and the other two, I can't remember what they're called. Oh, my mind's gone blank. Anyway, I completed the first and the second one, really enjoyed them. Haven't really played the third one at all, couldn't get into it. But yeah, I got to this point and I was all excited and I started recording. I spoke to you for about 5 minutes telling you what's been going on and things that I were planning to do. Pressed the button, started connecting, I was all excited, and then this happened. Connection problem, you're too late. Connection problem, because it was your birthday over the weekend, you're not allowed to play this game, so now you've got to wait for ages. It's so annoying. But it looks like it's going to be so good, doesn't it? Yeah, gutted. There we go. So yeah, not for me, unfortunately. I didn't get a chance to have a look. So I've said it a few times now, but now I'm saying it for the final time. See you later, guys. You have an awesome day. And I will start my playthrough of the Blood Dragon thing, the Trials Blood Dragon. And I'll be uploading on that later today. You take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.